hungry as hell,
he
bro.
was, he was malnourished, for sure.
Marcus Smart is responding to Jayson Tatum, and things are getting tense. After Marcus signed with the Lakers, he expected Celtics fans to criticize him.
I have no idea, but I could definitely tell and say that I'm expecting a lot of boos. I'm expecting a lot of hate.
Marcus Smart shocked everyone by leaving Boston and joining their biggest rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers. The summer of 2025 was meant to be a time for teams to rebuild, but no one expected Marcus, who had been the soul of the Celtics for almost 10 years, to make this move. Celtics fans felt betrayed because Marcus had given his all for the team for 9 seasons. On top of that, Jayson Tatum also threw some shade at Marcus, which made things even messier. Now, Marcus is fighting back hard, and the whole situation has become very tense.
Like, are you right? Like, what do you do now? Do you root for Marcus, which in turn means you're rooting for the Lakers? Or do you root against the Lakers, which in turn means you're hoping Marcus fails?
Let me explain why this move was so shocking. Marcus Smart, the 2022 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, joined the Los Angeles Lakers in July 2025 after ending his contract with the Washington Wizards. Marcus was known for his hard work, toughness, and determination, the qualities that made him a favorite among Boston fans. But now, he's wearing the purple and gold of the Lakers, the team Boston fans really don't like. This change felt like a big betrayal to many Celtics supporters.
I get a call from my agent saying, hey, Lucas reached out. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. All right. And then another day, same thing, Luka reached out again. And now it's real. It's no longer what ifs. It's real, and it's something we need to talk about.
Before we get into the chaos that followed, it's important to understand how connected Marcus Smart was to Boston. He wasn't just a player moving around teams, he was the heart of the Celtics. Drafted 6th overall in 2014, Smart spent 9 seasons in Boston, making the playoffs every year and reaching the Eastern Conference Finals 5 times. He was there through tough times, heartbreaking losses, and near championship runs. Celtics fans saw him as a rock who gave everything on every play. His achievements show how important he was. 2022 Defensive Player of the Year, 3 All-Defensive First-Team selections, and 3 NBA Hustle Awards. He was known for diving for loose balls, taking charges, and doing the tough, gritty work that helped Boston win games, even if it didn't always show up in stats. Everything changed in 2023 when Boston traded Smart to the Memphis Grizzlies in exchange for Kristaps Porzingis. The trade made sense to some, since Boston needed Porzingis' size and scoring to support stars Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But for fans, it felt like the team had given up its soul. To make things worse, Smart's move to the Lakers came during a tough time for Boston fans. The team lost key players like Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Luke Cornett, and possibly Al Horford as they managed their finances. The Celtics finally won the championship in 2024, the goal they'd been chasing for so long, but Smart wasn't there to celebrate. Smart's journey to the Lakers wasn't smooth. After being traded to Memphis, injuries limited him to just 20 games. The Grizzlies realized he wasn't the defensive leader they expected. Then, in February 2024, Memphis traded him to the rebuilding Washington Wizards, who didn't have a place for a veteran like Smart focused on losing to get better draft picks. He played only 15 games there, and the Wizards allowed him to talk to other teams before they agreed on a contract buyout. It was clear Smart needed a new team where he could play and help win again, and that's how he ended up with the Lakers.
When you get a guy like Luka calling, referencing, checking on you, trying to see where you at to see, and that if you want to come and join something special that he's trying to cook up over here, and for him to say that to see that he can really use my help. That meant a lot.
Out of all the NBA teams Marcus Smart could have joined, he chose the Lakers, the one team that would hurt Celtics fans the most. The Celtics and Lakers have one of the biggest rivalries in basketball. Boston has 18 championships, just one more than the Lakers' 17. This rivalry is about more than just basketball. It's part of the history and culture of both teams. Because of this fierce rivalry and how close the championship count is, many Boston fans felt deeply upset by Smart's move. When the news came out in July 2025, social media exploded with angry and sad reactions from Celtics fans. One fan summed it up perfectly, saying, "Marcus Smart is a Laker? Being a Celtics fan right now is hell." The pain was real and overwhelming. Even well-known Celtics fan and NBA commentator Bill Simmons shared his disappointment, posting a meme that showed how painful it was to see Smart in a Lakers jersey. Many passionate fans expressed the same feelings in podcasts and online, showing just how much this move hurt the Boston community.
We're living in a world where Luka Doncic and Marcus Smart, my favorite players, are playing for my least favorite team. So So personally, I feel attacked.
Another fan expressed the emotions involved perfectly.
This feels like you broke up with your girl and then you see her out with your brother 2 weeks later, but your brother didn't tell you. That's how this feels.
But the clearest sign of how serious this was came from the fact that Smart knew exactly what he was getting into.
I can try to anticipate it. I have no idea, but I could definitely tell and say that I'm expecting a lot of boos. I'm expecting a lot of hate. And it's okay. I understand it.
During his first interview with the Lakers, Marcus Smart showed he fully understood the impact of his decision. He knew he was crossing a line that couldn't be undone and breaking the hearts of fans who had supported him for nearly 10 years. But what made this story even more intense was the long-standing tension between Smart and the Celtics star player, Jayson Tatum. To get the full picture, we need to go back to November 2021. The Celtics had just lost a game to the Chicago Bulls, blowing a 19-point lead in a 128-114 defeat. The team was off to a rough start with a 2-5 record, and frustrations were high. After that loss, Marcus Smart surprised everyone by speaking out publicly. He criticized Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown for not moving the ball enough. His comments were careful but sharp, and they sent shockwaves through the team and the basketball world. That moment created a rift that many believe never fully healed.
I just like to play basketball. Every team knows we're trying to go to Jayson and Jaylen. And every team is programmed and studied to stop Jayson and Jaylen. I think everybody's scouting report is make those guys try to pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball. And that's something that they're going to learn.
When Marcus Smart said, they don't want to pass the ball, it hit the Celtics locker room like a bomb. Their emotional leader and defensive star was publicly calling out the team's two best players on national TV. This wasn't a private talk or a secret leak. It was Smart openly questioning the basketball skills and choices of Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. The timing made it even worse. Smart's comments came after a game where Tatum struggled badly in the fourth quarter, scoring only 2 points on 1 for 8 shooting. Brown didn't score at all on 2 shots. The Celtics' offense looked stuck, with both stars taking tough shots instead of passing to open teammates. For Jayson Tatum, who was becoming the face of the team and carrying huge expectations, Smart's public criticism was a complete surprise. Months later, on JJ Reich's podcast, Tatum shared how deeply those words had affected him.
It caught me off guard, for sure. And I think what you have to, I guess, understand, I think with being in the NBA is, especially sometimes after, we had just blown a 18-point lead or something to Chicago. Like, this is beginning of season.